I went with my mom and my dad. We went to some church event. The father, whatever the he was, he had everybody get on their knees and do like a group prayer type of thing. As that was happening, he would go up to people, put their hand on their forehead, and they and it nuts.
He'd be like, "Toma,"
and the reaction of
somebody's. This dude is going through, and I'm just watching him. And then he looks at me and he comes towards me and
he said, "You have the devil in you."
So then I was like, okay,
I'm just sad.
This
brother.
is like me being open-minded. Dude put his hand on my forehead and I was just like, all right, Jesus, where you at? Come talk to me. And then I just feel this dude basically pushing me down. And I was like, you just pushing these and they're going along with it? Like, y'all are liars.
I just imagine Richard just standing there and the guy's just like,
basically.
and Richard's just like, what the hell is like,
fight back. Next cramping, I was gonna go lay on the floor and be like, meanwhile you see on the floor and they're just like
Richard,
like, might as well play the part.
Everybody else just vibrating, just vibrators on the floor. That's what they are.
That's how I start.
That was the start.
Bro, it just sounded like.
Ew.
That's even worse. Hi guys, welcome to a sun-filled day of your favorite three idiots.
Look, you can actually see his background. Yeah,
you guys can see my room. Invasion of privacy,
dude. Yeah, sun-filled day for Steve, and just like perpetual constant darkness for Richard and I. It's great. Yeah. I dress like I'm ready for the sun.
To be fair,
I'm not ready.
My room is always dark, but Richard, being our editor, is always giving me shit. And now that we're recording in the daytime, you guys will see more sunlight.
Natural
a little more
is
sun.
Amazing. Oh, that tastes great.
Sorry, vaping.
Weed.
It's crazy.
Where's mine?
You guys,
I ran out.
Oh yeah.
We did things this weekend.
Yay! Don't worry, you don't have to look at the blurry. I'll actually put them up.
Fuck.
Damn.
Bro, you made me want to cop.
Oh my god. I'm just
so I did the one thing I did want to talk about. I don't know if you guys kept up. Obviously everybody knows who Kevin Spacey is, right?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
So he recently came out. He's done two big.
He came out.
House of Cards. He did come out.
Huh?
Wait, he did come out a long time ago. Yeah.
He's gay?
Yes.
Okay, I have a space now. Okay, I was like, what?
Okay, all right. So let me fill you guys in. So back in 2017, there was an allegation that came out saying that Kevin Spacey somebody.
I remember.
Sorry, you might want to bleep me. My bad. That's like very, you know.
Essayed.
So,
you know what you're talking about.
So he essayed somebody. In 2020, a bunch of people came out saying a bunch of things. Some people came out defending him. Some people came out talking shit. Right. In 2021, he was dropped from the very huge, growing show called House of Cards.
Right.
Where he played a fucking great character.
Wasn't he like the president?
He was, yeah. He's a politic. He's a politician. But yes, he was the president in one of the season. So that was the downfall of Kevin Spacey. He went through all these things. He obviously went through that. Long story short, he was never found guilty. After years and years of evidence pulling out, people coming and talking, and obviously people that were at the party that was being mentioned, he did not do anything that he was accused for. So recently he's been popping up on social media again. He's done two big interviews that focused very, very huge on like the story of how it went about, what happened, his case, and basically what led to the cancellation of Kevin Spacey.
Okay.
He recently did I don't want to butcher his name. Because I would hate to, especially because I follow him. I'm subscribed to him. Give me 1 second. Sorry. That's crazy.
That's my president.
It was okay.
He's
so
my president, my fireman. Sorry.
He did an interview with Lex Friedman,
my gynecologist,
who's a great fucking podcaster. So shout out to him. Like, he's interviewed everybody, and he's made it very clear at the beginning of his thing of he doesn't interview people based on who they are, unless you really are a heinous piece of shit human being. He will always give his platform to have that conversation with people. And he's like, I admire him for his art, for what he does. He obviously wasn't accused, so I'm able to like talk with him rather than tarnish anything. He's like, and then give his input. So he goes on about and has this huge conversation. His guys' podcasts are about maybe 2 to 3 hours each, but you really get deep into knowing who these people are. This time, obviously, the big talk is Kevin Spacey. We don't really hear about him. We don't really talk about him. He kind of just disappeared off the face of the earth after that, right? He goes on and talks about like how, first of all, his coming out tweet. It was a tweet. It was fucking terrible. So it was broken in 2 pieces. The first part was saying basically, if I did this, I don't remember something from 30 years ago. I cannot recall this party and I cannot recall this. But if something of this like this did occur, I do want to formally apologize because that's not who I am today.
Okay.
And the bottom part, he comes in and says, he literally says, and FYI, yes, I am gay and I do, he's like, I've always been like into men, which is where people were like the allegations of like Kevin Spacey. In this interview, he explains how like he wishes, the one thing he does wish is like coming out in a better way, because obviously the way he came out was not only in his defense to himself and his career, but it made a lot of people say, well, that's not an excuse for you to do what you did. Like that's not something that you should do just because you were hitting in the closet. Right. Like he mentions how like all these people, like especially in Hollywood, don't really fall. Yeah.
Sorry. He SA'd a guy?
That's what. In 2017, he was first accused by actor Anthony Rapp of SA, or SM misconduct, the misconduct version. Yeah, when Rapp was underage at the time, so that was when the accusation first came up.
Yeah, he was going for a court settlement of like $40,000 or some shit. Jesus Christ, or some shit like that. But. Yeah, he basically said Kevin Spacey didn't let me leave the room and he made me do things with him.
Sorry, the way it looks right now is like, it looks like Lee's monitor is brightening up your room.
My room?
I'm trying to look at Steve's room right now from my angle.
It's him in my fucking window.
It's me like, hey, what you doing? What you doing over
Oh my God.
I just don't understand why websites don't have it on dark mode.
Because you use Edge. Edge does have it because I use Edge for work. Because it copies links a lot more cleaner when you're putting them in emails.
Oh, that's scary, dude.
Yeah.
I'm on a website trying to I just want to know how Anthony Rapp, just wanted to see like the age, like what he's alleging.
I think he was like 16 or 17, he was underage, something like that. Yeah.
So I want to know like what his age is now. I'm just like wondering what the difference in time was.
He's like in his 30s.
Kevin Spacey is like what, 50? Something?
Almost 60, yeah.
60. Yeah. But so when I was trying to read the article and then I said the whole dark comment, and then this website literally says it's called Mashable.com. It says Mashable after dark. I'm like, no, what the fuck?
It's trying to send you to a porn website.
It actually says everything you need to know from our sex and dating experts. Apparently that is
Mashable turns into Smashable.
I know. God, that was jarring. But yeah, I was wondering the age. That's what I was looking at. But continue. Sorry,
yeah, because I was like, what does him coming out have to do with that? But then, he SM'd a guy. Got it.
Yeah. So he obviously came out very defensive, and then he mentioned that he goes on and continues in the interview saying he's like, yeah, my publicist said like, please do not fucking post this. Do not say anything. Goes off and says whatever he wants, right? So that in the time of that tweet, everybody said, okay, so you're admitting you did what you did. You're just saying you don't remember doing it. Obviously, there's a bunch of people who came out saying that like he was very touchy. He was very flirtatious. He was very like, he made people feel uncomfortable.
Yeah.
So the one thing he wishes that he said, like he gets very profound and very deep. Like his big message was like to himself, if he wish he could, is like, he wish he would have came out a lot sooner because obviously that would have not only helped him as a person and heal and grow, but he wouldn't have to hide the person he loved at the time. That ruined, like, basically all these things ruined that. It ruined his entire love life, his relationship with the person he was with. Like, it took everything from him.
Ryan Gosling.
So so he basically, like, because all these people came out and started mentioning like how he always made people feel uncomfortable. No matter how great of an actor he was, they felt uncomfortable with him. Obviously, like, Liam Neeson and like a couple other great actors came out and like spoke about his character and was like, he's a great fucking person to be with. He's a good, like, we've never experienced that. Like, a lot of us never really felt what people are saying, so we can only speak about us to us as him as a friend.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I mean, obviously Hollywood shunned him completely. He completely disappeared. People had the accusations or the thought that Kevin Spacey was icky and gross, and he was, he for better terms, he was.
Well, just to give specifics, just so people understand that we're not downplaying it. He was charged on 12 counts of SA against 4 different men. I guess as far as I can see, he wasn't tried for anything. They didn't find him. I don't think he was found guilty.
He wasn't.
So yeah, but I'm just reading the facts. Just so
another flashbang screen.
People understand.
Yeah, he's getting trying. The other one.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe it's less jarring if it's right in front of me. No.
Just open the one in front of you real quick. Do it.
Yeah, because it's my right eye gets the most of it, and then this one, my left eye got most of it. Now I'm just like,
wait, open the left one though.
That was the left one right now.
No, Jesus Christ, bro.
I don't know what I have. I don't have anything readily just on light mode. Yeah, I don't have anything readily on light mode. So thankfully, but Jesus Christ. Anyways, yeah.
So yeah, I looked at that because obviously, like, I liked him as an actor. I liked what he did in his work. Like his character in the movie Seven was a great fucking film. And then obviously, that's, if nobody knows it, that's where the famous fucking meme came out of what's in the box.
Oh,
that's the Brad Pitt one where he's like holding a gun. He's like, what's in the box?
Oh, that was Brad Pitt?
That was Brad Pitt.
Why did I always think that was Nicolas Cage?
Head. No.
Oh, you know why? Because I confused Nicolas Cage with the bees, not the bees.
What the fuck?
Where he, like, they stick him with a fucking cage of like bees on his head or some shit.
Yeah.
I think the first Kevin Spacey movie I ever watched was K-Pax. Did you ever see that one?
I don't think so. I saw a lot of the old ones.
Bro. Is this what it is?
You know what I know Kevin Spacey from? Call of Duty. Advanced Warfare.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I really know him from.
Gamer.
Sorry, brain rot.
K-Pax is just basically his character, or the person he plays, claims that he's from another galaxy, and you're just it's just this constant thing of like, is he really or isn't he? And then by the ending, I don't remember what happens. I was so young when I first saw it.
In the movie,
gay or not? Oh, sorry.
In the movie Seven, which is the 70 Deadly Sins, he plays a fucking murderer, like a mass murderer. And the crazy part is that, like, I didn't know this, the way that they like spoke about that movie, or how they like were advertising it. His name is not on anything. Like, it's not on a single poster, nothing. His name pops up at the very beginning of the title screen of the end credit, and that's it. But nobody knew who he was the entire film, because he only plays a big small role at the end, which is the reveal part, and it's that big scene with like a Brad Pitt, and I think it's Morgan Freeman. It's Brad Pitt and Morgan Freeman that he works with in that film. Yeah. So good movie if you guys want to watch it. Definitely.
Spoilers, but did they show what was in the box?
Yeah, it's Brad Pitt's wife's head.
Oh, sick.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, because you follow everything and you see like the emotion build in that movie. It's fucking it's such a good movie.
Well, sorry for anybody who was planning on watching it.
The movie came out in 95.
Yeah. No, I'm looking at the day. I was like, ooh, that actually sounds interesting.
You guys seen The Godfather?
No, I've never actually sat down and watched it. Yeah,
it bores me.
I'm not gonna lie. It's just I know it'd be good it'd be a good cinema, but I have to be in a real specific mood to
John
just
Cutie?
sit there and watch like just a general like just like biopic basically. Like I know it's not a biopic or a biopic, you know, but it has that kind of vibe where it's just the story of a family or of a person or whatever. I have to be in a very specific mood for that. It took me forever to watch Oppenheimer, and I know that I don't think you guys have.
I haven't watched it. You watched it? Oh,
me, I watched it a long time ago.
You watched it when it came out?
Oh yeah, right, yeah.
I watched it like a couple months afterwards, I think, or some shit like that. I wanted to see it, but I watched it around the same time I think I saw Barbie. So whenever Barbie got on Max, I kind of watched Oppenheimer around the same time, I think, or a little bit afterwards. But
that makes sense.
I watched it one time, half paying attention to it, and then I've only seen bits and pieces and clips of like what I kind of didn't pay attention to. So that's why I was like, yeah, I'd be down to watch it whenever we are going to watch it. But
I'm going to rent it at this point so we can watch it.
Is it on Netflix now?
No. We just had this conversation.
No. You know what's on Netflix? We did. Scavengers Reign. That's on Netflix.
They a bunch of other stuff.
That sounds like a D-list, like exploring game type thing.
It's the Max show that I wanted you guys to watch, the animated one. I guess they moved it over to Netflix. Also, it's on both of them. You guys should watch it. That shit is cool. It's very cool, very cool. But to the Kevin Spacey thing, it's complicated. It's a little finicky because I don't know how you guys are when it comes to people that have been accused of stuff like that.
I think I based it off of like you actually were caught.
Right.
You know?
I think even I'm very apprehensive because I know like time passes and people do change, but I don't know, like that's very tricky for like, I don't know for you guys, but I feel like for everyone it's kind of tricky to, if you are the type of person that says, yeah, time changes everything and it could change people, but are you the kind of person that sees that in regards to, you know, essay, misconduct, things of that sort? I don't know if I am, but regardless of that, I can still relate to him saying he wished that he did come out in a different way, because I personally also, you know, obviously came out to my family. We all know this. Or if you don't, I came out to my family like a couple years ago. And I did it on our car ride home from work to my dad first.
Oh,
because
I didn't know
my
that.
dad,
I don't remember.
I thought I told you guys.
No. Yeah, you did. I remember it.
Yeah, I thought so. It's, I don't know. I might have said in passing in person because at the time, at the time I was very much like wanting it to be so nonchalant, which I think is fine. But as I've gotten older, I blame media. I blame the society. I blame media for my even feeling of this, is that I kind of wish I did it a little bit different. But that's more in the sense of like me now knowing how well it went and has gone. Like,
yeah, because you were afraid of the outcome, right?
Yeah, the outcome, the repercussion. Like now, what I know now, it's like, God, I wish I could go back and just kind of sit them both down and say it, and then really like just mellow or mesh or meld into the vibe. I just wanted it over and done with very quickly, because the idea of coming out is just so stupid to me and it pisses me off. But
well, yeah.
I think that's okay to think, but I would have liked for like that moment to have been a little bit more special, because in the past it was a touchy, turbulent subject for my family. So knowing where we are now and how great everything is, it's like, fuck. Wish I had just sat in it and not just been like, so yeah, okay, this is the blah blah blah. Okay, cool. And then the car ride home, just trying to talk and like over, then get into the house and then just tell my mom real quick so I could be done with it. Just go to my room and just be by myself, because that's all I wanted. That's how I wanted to deal with it. Now, being how I am and understanding where everything's at, would have been nice to just sit in it with them both. But
I mean,
what were you gonna say?
What's it called? Well, I don't really know much on coming out or anything, because obviously I'm not gay or
just straight.
Been through that. But
right.
I think I remember talking to you about that, and then just being like, I mean, I imagine it would be very, very difficult, because, you know, there's always been the stigma around being a homosexual man, whatever. But what's it called? More than anything, it's just the fear of the unknown. I feel like was just more it than anything, because it's like, well, how are they going to react? What's going to change once I tell them, and what's going to, what is going to be their immediate reaction? I imagine would be the thing. So, I mean, I'm not surprised that it took you that long, because, people don't want to go through that kind of shit because there's so many variables, so many unknowns.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's like you can always be like, oh, I wish it was better. I wish it was blah blah blah. But or like, I wish I had just come out and said it because now hindsight.
Right.
Hindsight is always just like 2020. But yeah, I think whoever come out or done something like that, they're valid in being very hesitant or being very afraid to even say anything close to it, because you never know how people are going to react.
Right. What do you say?
I was going to say, do you think that they took it that way because of the amount of time that's spent? Because if you would have said it sooner, knowing that obviously times have changed, and like obviously the three of us are around a very strong Hispanic community, like family wise, friend wise, right? So it was always looked at differently. So I think you coming out the way you did isn't bad. I mean, obviously I can't speak about it because I'm a straight man. I'm a straight male. And it's like, it's like I've never had to deal with that obstacle, nor am I going to. But I was like, like there's nothing like that in my life that I can compare to that I'm going to have to like go through. But it's like, I think you coming out the way you did wasn't a bad thing.
Right.
Just because like, obviously you did it in the comfort of the space of when you did it.
Right.
Obviously I remember you coming and telling us, and the reaction of just it being completely silent, and your dad kind of just like, you weren't sure if it went like this to him or he actually got a grasp of it. Right. It was like a little bit of both. I think the way you told your mom was a little, you kind of were like, okay, I told him, now I have the courage to tell her. And that was kind of a little cherry on top to it. Because your mom was just like, cool. Okay. Like, is what it is. Like, what am I supposed to say, So, because you had mentioned, I remember you mentioning to us saying, it's like, you had a feeling, you always had that feeling that they kind of already knew, they just didn't know how to approach it. Yeah. So you coming out was just kind of them saying like, we knew, we just waiting for you to tell us, so to confirm.
Right. I think I wouldn't, when I say like I wish I had done it differently, I don't think I would have done it earlier, because I think, like I said, time does change. And like I said, changes people. And like I said also earlier, that it was brought up before, very touchy, or didn't go well, clearly, because then had to come out again officially and went a lot better. And I think I still would have done it at the same time, just the method or the presentation really just differently. Because like Richard said, hindsight 2020, it went so well and has been going so well. So
you gave a C performance, but you wanted an A performance.
Yeah, I gave a C performance, and knowing like the results, I would have preferred to have done an A performance at the very least and gotten a B for it, But it was telling them in those spaces felt right. And like I said, I would not have done it earlier. I think everything that led up to those moments, or that moment in general that day, lined up really well. So I can feel him on saying that, but I don't know.
Do you ever think that we'll actually get to a point where people don't have to say it, like tell their parents? Because I don't think so either.
I think it's
because of the way society is and how religion plays a big part.
It's just too ingrained in religion and society, and until we separate religion and society, I don't think it's ever. I think we've done a good part of that. I just think people refuse to see it as a good thing, for like a normal thing,
being normal. Better said, like it's
thing,
like it's like they think because somebody's like someone's kid is gay. Or however you identify, it changes the rules. It changes the rules of how you're supposed to treat somebody.
Right.
And I don't think that it necessarily comes from the actual act of like you saying it. It's just they don't know how to properly react to it because, like Lee said, it's so instilled in like people's brain. It's the sad truth of like, I think it'll change once our previous generation is completely gone from this world, and it starts from us and then a few years under. I think that's when we'll see that change, but that's not for, you know, who knows how long, you know. And if it doesn't continue or get passed on, because it does get passed on. These things, like you see a lot of young people out there fighting, you know, like, or like out there like you know, spreading hate, you know. And it's like that type of shit is like that grows with you.
What'd you say? I said sheep. What's it called? I was thinking about it and I was like, I think it'll get to the point where I think people kids, I guess I'll say it. Hopefully, I don't know, this is me being optimistic, will get to the point where they're a lot more less scared of saying it or like telling their parents that they are or so whatever. But I don't think it'll ever come to the point where it's like, it's so just normal to the point where they're like, they just don't even have to.
And we don't
say
mean that in a bad way, guys.
Yeah.
Because I know people say, "Well, that is normal." It's like we're not saying it in a bad way. That's just the best way we can actually like explain it.
Because in the same way,
I feel yes.
There's like majority and there's minority, right? It'll always be the case, no matter what. Majority of people tend to be heterosexuals. It's just how it is. Whereas the minority will always tend to be homosexual or any type of LGBT type of thing.
I just know I can fix you guys. It's okay.
No,
I'm good.
Give in.
No, I'm good.
The frogs are already gay. The rainbow is gay. You guys
it's in the water.
It's in the water.
It's too many brothers.
I drink beer.
Anyway, all I'm saying is like it'll always just be a thing where like the I feel like a kid will always just be like, hey, I'm attracted to the same sex, but it'll just not be as fearful, I think. But they'll have to say it in order to be like, oh, okay, you know, like I understand you better now, or or even as like validation coming from the parents, like, oh yeah, that's normal type of thing.
Yeah. I think it'll get to the point where it's just part of like it already is a part of a person's personality, but I think it'll get to the point where it's just a matter of like, hey, I'm into you. Oh, well, sorry, I'm not, you know, insert sexuality here, or I'm this sexuality, so it's just not going to work. I think we'll get to that point in the future sooner rather than just the whole of humanity just accepting that you can just, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all. Unless we're like just downright screwing over like humankind, like population numbers, and we're just killing ourselves because we're all just fucking each other and not anything coming out of it, you know?
There's too many humans.
A lot's coming out.
There's too many people.
But nothing reproductive.
Yeah. If anything, we should all be gay for the sake of the planet so that we could stop producing people and killing the planet.
I don't know about that part,
I would
buddy.
rather just get a vasectomy. I feel like that's better.
Okay, yeah. Those are reversible.
That's it.
Yeah, those are reversible. So if you do want to get a vasectomy, go for it.
My brain just processed that.
What did he say?
I don't know.
It's gonna get bleeped.
Oh my god.
Subtitled.
Fat only. That's crazy.
No.
But yeah, I can feel him. I can feel him on that, that vibe. So
we took like a big old tangent, but going back to the Kevin Spacey thing really quick.
I low-key had a tangent off of the Oppenheimer, but I'll wait.
Okay. Just
the whole like remember Oppenheimer. Just
the whole like time or like can you forgive somebody or whatever. I think that's what you said,
got you.
Type of thing. I think you can, but I think it's a very case by case thing. It's like,
of course.
It's like in this case, I don't know, like I don't know the people, so obviously I'm not that invested into it, but also from what I've gathered, you know, there was no concrete evidence that it happened. Not to say that the victims were for sure making it up or anything like that. But what I will say is that
an amount of it,
if he is genuine and completely sure of himself now that that's not him. If it happened, it was a long time ago and unfortunate, right? Whatever. If he's grown to learn from that / never be like that again, or allegedly, then I say fuck it. Like, everybody has some skeletons in the closet. Everybody has shit that they're not proud of. He
did mention towards the end of that conversation, because that wasn't the whole thing. They talk about a bunch of stuff, but that was a small section of that. He mentioned, and he did a great job of like asking him these questions. Like, he did mention to like that if he could apologize to everybody that was affected by him, he would warm-heartedly do it. And he said that he privately with other people who didn't want to like go out and expose him, but said, hey, like, this might have happened, I just want to let you know. And he's like, he's taken the steps to like properly like face-to-face apologize to these people and like make amends with himself and make amends to the people he could have hurt or thought he hurt or anything like that. And like you could see it, you can tell when somebody means it, and it's not like, I am so sorry, like, the shitty YouTube people who fucking put up fake apologies.
Oh, facts. Yeah,
like it looks scripted. Yeah. Like, no, like this was like he
pull out the ukulele.
Fucking sad puppy eyes, or it looked like you were crying, but you were just rubbing your eye till the red before you hopped on, bro. It's like, hey guys, I just want to tell you guys.
I meant that shit wholeheartedly.
Imagine, dude,
somebody doubling down.
Dude, someone doubles down. I would think, all right, we're going somewhere.
I mean, if your career's blowing up,
so
if your career is blowing up and nowadays there's no way of going back, you might as well just play the part,
bro. Go out like that, and I can guarantee you'll have some people stick around because you did it like that. Honestly,
we're like, we respect you because you were honest,
right? The people that fuck with your viewpoint but don't want to do it publicly, you do that shit and it goes viral because it will.
I think
you'll have some vocal supporters.
I think I'd double down on certain topics like that, depending on like what I was canceled for.
Oh, okay. I was
about to say, is this where you tell me you don't support me? Is this where you wish that I couldn't get married?
We both know what I hate, like as far as
beliefs. Leave the call.
Beliefs.
He's like,
I'll go with that.
He said it as a whole, not just you.
Fuck religion. That's all I'm gonna say. What's it called? If somebody like decided like
with a whole
Christianity as a whole just went after me or some bullshit, I'd be like, I don't give a fuck, bro.
That would be so fucking funny if Richard ended up like this goes somewhere and this gets clipped, or Richard's like anti-religious comments.
Dude, some
clipped.
of the shit we've said is gonna fuck us in the ass if we ever like get there.
I don't
but
think
you know what? At the end of the day,
okay, hold on. But it's like all of the things that we've said, I feel like, at least in my opinion, at least what I've said, are things that I can double down on because I just feel like they're not harming people who aren't actual assholes.
Yeah, but you know that some people take it to heart no matter what. Like there's those people, right? But that's what I'm saying.
That's
like
true. That is true.
If we do blow up, if this does go big for us, right? I think at that point we'd establish enough people in our lives, in our community, that they would know like they're just dudes who talk about things and shit talk, and they mean some of it, they don't mean all of it, but they make sure to let us know that they're not coming from a hateful place.
Yeah.
So for the people who do in the future see this and you do believe that,
I hate Christians.
Dude, us watching this,
mom.
I'm sorry.
Watching this in 20 years.
That's crazy.
I'm
That's
kidding.
gonna be funny.
Yeah, let me be more specific. I hate radical Christians who instill this very fucked up beliefs, outdated beliefs in today's world.
Like the people who they put the hand on it and they're like,
yep. Bro, did I ever tell you?
Fucking evangelical.
I've been to those churches, bro. It was scary.
Too. No, I went to one. Okay, so like this is a thing, like
the Lord people
almost 15
See you in the audience. I'm
no, bro. So like 15 years ago or something like that, I went with my mom and my dad. We went to some fucking church event. That's basically the whole thing was like supposed to help them kind of forgive like their upbringings, because a lot of people in Mexico, especially the older generation, grew up in not the best situations, and you know, you kind of grow a level of resentment towards shit that happened in the rancho, in the you know, in the rural ass areas. So I was like, so I went because I was a kid. They dragged me around everywhere, but on top of that, my mom was just like, oh, maybe you can like learn something or whatever, right? I'm just like, all right, whatever. I went. What's it called? And it's just like people were crying, and I was just like, all right, you know, I guess like this is fine or whatever. Then it got to a point where he had the father, whatever the fuck he was, he had everybody go and get on their knees and do like a group prayer type of thing. And as that was happening, he would go up to people, put their hand on their fucking forehead, and it nuts.
He'd be like, toma.
And the reaction of the body's
but he put it.
It's like he comes up to Richard, touch me,
and I forget what I don't know if he said anything.
Sorry,
I don't remember if he said anything, but basically the whole thing is he put it on their head, and whoever he like touched, fainted.
And you feel Christ's spirit flow through you,
and they fainted, type of shit, right? Like they basically just laid back, and they like, oh, the power of Christ is helping them, blah blah blah.
Cleansing their soul.
This dude is going through, and I'm just watching him. And then he looks at me, and he comes towards me, and
he said, "You have the devil in you."
So then I was like, "Okay,
I'm just sad."
This
brother.
is like me being open-minded, because I was like, "Fuck it, I want to see maybe something is happening." This is
how old are you when this happened again?
Like 13, 14.
Oh, okay. We're well into our.
I want everybody to know that I didn't go into this being like super cynical, where I was like, where I was gonna be like, "Oh no, I don't know." Fuck them. Like, I don't believe in any of this shit. I was open-minded. I was like, okay, I want to see what happens. I want to see if there's actually anything that happens. Dude put his hand on my forehead, and I was just like, all right, Jesus, where you at? Come talk to me. And then I just feel this dude basically pushing me down. And I was like, you just pushing these motherfuckers, and they're going along with it? Like, y'all are liars.
Just imagine Richard just standing there, and the guy's just like,
basically.
And Richard's just like, what the hell is like,
fight back. Your fucking neck's cramping.
I just felt it like, the fuck. And then I just laid on the floor. I had my eyes closed because I was like,
I was gonna go lay on the floor and be like, meanwhile you see motherfuckers on the floor and they're just like,
Richard,
like, might as well play the part.
Everybody else just vibrating, just vibrators on the floor. This is what they are.
I was like, might as well play the part. The whole thing ends, and my mom asked me later. She's like, "Hey, so what happened? What did you feel?" I was like,
nothing.
I didn't want to. In my head, I was like, absolutely fucking nothing. But I didn't want my mom to, you know, be
send you to church school.
Yeah, or just, you know, I didn't want to hurt her belief or anything. So I was just like, oh, I just felt like calmness type of shit or some shit. I forgot what I said.
That's such a sweet answer.
Because I was like, that was dumb. But I didn't want my mom to just be like, oh,
dude.
He's the
when
devil.
I saw that shit, it was someone next to me, and I remember just looking at it, and I was like, I was standing, but I had like, be respectful. I was just like this. Keep in mind, I don't have tattoos at the time. I don't have piercings or anything like that. I just have my ears pierced, but that's about it. And I'm like this, and I see the guy do it to this person, and when I tell you, they like fall, start screaming, and then they start spazzing, and I'm like, I have like one eye open, and I'm like,
Find out he just laced him with fucking LSD
like someone
or some
like
shit.
The person who was next to me, which I will not name, tapped me and we're like, dude, and I was just like, oh, I need to breathe. I was like, I need to get out of here. And I stepped out and I laughed so hard. And I was like, nah, this isn't real.
This isn't for me. That's funny. I've never had
and then
that.
like he passed by and he put his hand on my heart.
Was
and I was
your
just like,
family
this
ever religious? I feel like I don't know any of that. Okay.
I was private school. Well, finish your story, Steve.
He passed by putting his hand on my heart, and he was like, he has a good soul. Because I didn't spaz, and I was like, touch me.
my demons are just stronger than you.
And 2 minutes later, the kid with the basket, I was like, this is why you say these things.
The kid with the basket comes by and you just give me. I want a refund.
Like,
donation is donation.
Thank you. And they're like, that's for the church. And like, and what does the church money go to? The community. And where am I a part of? The community. Exactly. I'm taking 5 more. Thank you so much.
Pick out the 20.
This is lunch.
Right in there.
My demons are stronger than you.
You take $1, and this is for the questions.
Yep.
Questioning my faith and shit.
I'm about to take another one, but yeah, I never. My family wasn't. Well, I went to a private school. Like I mentioned, I think last episode, my mom was a teacher at a private school, so my brother and I were able to go there. But at some point, it just became too expensive. So, yeah, I just didn't. I didn't really resonate with religion. Atheism wasn't like taught or anything like that. My dad just was religious, but not to the point where we'd have to go to church. Like every now and then,
he has a belief, but he doesn't enforce the church thing.
Yes, but like every now and then we might go to church, but that was like once every like a year or something like that, or like for a holiday, you know, for Easter, of course, we'd go. But that's like a given, you know, for the holidays. I feel like that's a given. But like randomly, maybe like once a year or something. Maybe I have no idea. I can't remember.
But my parents, my mom specifically, was more religious. But we'd go to church, and I'd only go because right after church, you get outside, and then there's those hot dog vendors. I was just like, hell yeah.
Nice.
That's how my mom always bribed me too. She's like, come on, I'll buy you a hot dog. I was like,
hell yeah.
Say less.
You're like,
I don't want to, but for the dog, I'm down.
Either that or a mango with tahini on that hoe. That's
fire. The elote man was always outside of church.
The elote man, yeah.
I'm getting hungry now.
Okay.
So I wanted to pivot off of Oppenheimer because we were talking about how people express themselves and they're open and all that. Yes. And I was like, this is such a weird fucking tangent. But I recently came across a clip that people have been passing around, and it's an interview. Because you guys all know the story of the guy who created the atom bomb, right? It's obviously that's what the movie's based on.
Oppenheimer,
right?
Yeah.
Oppenheimer.
Yes.
So he goes on. As he gets older, he expresses how he wishes he never made it. He now understands the power and the destruction it brought, and it made him sad. And then some asshole clipped that part and pivots over to the fucking guy who, the pilot who drove it, who actually flew the plane. And they interview him, and he's like, you give me another one, I'll do it again. I was like, holy shit. I was like, no remorse. Like, no fucking.
Really?
Yeah. Like, he literally goes off and says that, like, he's like, if he had the opportunity to do it again, he would do it again. And I was like, bro, you eradicated a whole fucking island too. Like,
and you know what?
He said
double down.
And it's funny because you hear the accent.
It was for
and
freedom.
You literally hear the accent, and he's like, y'all give me another one, I'll do it again. I was like, oh, deep south. I was like, no, sir.
Anything for democracy, brother.
Like, and it's crazy because like he helped them like build the plane that would carry it, and it was literally just the seat and the bomb.
Yeah.
And he flew it knowing what that bomb was. It's like to mentally prepare yourself or like detach yourself knowing that you drop this, you are eliminating literally millions of people in an instant. So him coming and saying that, I was like,
I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I could do it too. I'm not saying that I want to.
So this is our last episode.
I'm not saying that I want to. I'm saying, given like
the opportunity,
not the opportunity, but like say they told me like, hey, we need somebody to go do this because at least at that time it was like we're at war with this country and we need to send a message type of thing, blah blah blah. I'd be like, all right, I get it. I could do it.
I feel like almost anyone would do it, especially without like context of like what this thing is gonna do,
Yeah.
what it truly is gonna like, what damage it would cause. Because for the most part, I feel like everyone was like, "Oh, okay." People that didn't know was like, "Okay, it's gonna blow stuff up." Duh, you know, like that sucks, but things are gonna break.
Yeah.
People weren't. I don't think anyone was expecting it to just eradicate an entire like city and just scar a nation. I don't think anyone was expecting that. I think, unless they were, in which case,
I think
damn, America.
Well, because the bomb was a secret, right? Like the entire build, the entire plot of the movies, it's secretly being built and created.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So it's like it was just
That's
like
why they built it where they built it in like the middle of the desert and shit like that.
So like the fact that we were like talking about feelings and shit, and I'm like, yeah, that guy has no feelings. Like, he didn't give a fuck. Like there was no hesitation.
Question, because I literally just had somewhat related topic talk with some coworkers. I won't say the full context because I can't say it on the podcast.
Personal.
But have you guys ever like genuinely wished death on a person? Like in your head, you're like, I wish this person would seriously fucking die like tomorrow or like in the next hour.
I think I'm just morally conscious about things like that. It's like I don't believe in like people with their moon rocks and drinking the sun water.
Okay.
But like
moon water, first of all.
I was like, sun water, bro. That should just evaporate.
That's a joke, bro. It's a joke. Motherfuckers drinking hot water. Ew. This shit, hot water in a jug is disgusting. But no, I don't think I've never had like, not even jokingly, like I've never thought that. Like personally.
I don't think so. I've 100% wished bodily harm on people, but never death. I don't think so.
Yeah, I hope you're crippled forever, but I hope you don't die on the process.
Interesting. I mean, not even that. I don't even go that far. If anything, it's more like,
Richard?
Yeah.
God, I wish you just get jabbed in the fucking eye with an ice pick. Shit like that. Like it'll get dark, but it won't ever get like, God, I wish you would just stop breathing this very moment because fuck, you pissed me off. I don't think I ever get to that point. Or I haven't.
Yeah, I've never gotten there.
I've gotten
I'm
there.
I'm pretty sure I could get there. Like, give a human a good enough reason, and they'll kill someone. Honestly, that's what I think.
No, yeah, I'm on the same belief system.
Some crazy ass people do it for fun.
Yeah, exactly.
No, but
so I think if you give anyone a good enough reason, they'll do it.
I feel like it's different from. Okay, but it's different.
Obviously,
from,
the mindset of a serial killer to somebody wishing death upon somebody.
I think that's just the comparison. Like people just do it for fun. So I don't think like again, you don't need a lot.
I think that question falls along the lines of like, have you ever genuinely, truly had it like pure hate for somebody? Because that's the ultimate thing. It's like you hate somebody that fucking. It's like I don't like. I've always disliked, and I could say I've hated somebody, but I've never had that like that fiery chest of like I fucking like Anakin to Obi-Wan like saying I hate you. Yeah, like I've never had that because I've never wished that on anybody.
Mm-hmm.
I have.
Who, Richard?
I can't say it. I can't say it.
Okay. Oh, you can't say it.
I can't. I maybe at least not on the podcast. Maybe in private.
Oh. I see. Suckers, we get to find out why.
I'll tell you later.
But it's mainly just people.
That's an interesting topic.
I mean, we've kind of. I've said this before. I don't like people who are intolerant, who are very much so people who don't benefit the world at all. At least in my opinion, right?
That's fair.
That being said, like I'm not a fucking psychopath where I'm gonna do it myself or anything like that. But I've just been like, a rock could land on you right now, and I would feel nothing but joy. That's just.
I don't know about joy. I think it'd be more like, oh shit.
I could feel nothing, but I don't think I could feel joy about it. I could feel nothing about certain people just getting fucking rocked.
I think it's also very different from like saying it and seeing it.
Yeah,
because I have the I wouldn't even say a privilege, the dishonor of like seeing somebody actually like die in front of us. When I was in Guatemala, like we literally watched somebody get fucking like obliterated. And there was no like joy. It was very like your brain kind of just numbs. It, like, I think it builds a blocker where it's like, oh shit, this is real. Like, you hear it in movies, you see stupid shit on like the internet, but then seeing it in person,
you have to block stuff out like that just so you can process it.
It's an auto defense for sure.
Like you would not feel. I mean, unless that person was like a dick or like harming people like close to you or even around you, I don't think you would have felt joy seeing that person die. You would have just been like
talking about like shit people in the world.
I'm specifically talking about, for me, like my experiences of having those thoughts of like, fuck, I wish you would just roll over. It's just for people who are like so fucking shitty. And for me, like, it's just, why are you even here? Why are you taking up my oxygen? Why are you fucking wasting resources?
Yeah.
Where you could just be fucking 6 feet under instead and serving a purpose and giving nutrients back to the earth.
Bomb.
That's all I'm saying. I mean, I don't know.
Did you ever see those videos? And this is kind of like very TMI of like, and it's very gory, of like the people who, like, for example, like, remember when they released the clip of like Osama bin Laden getting fucking like blasted?
I never watched it, but what's it
called? Or like Saddam Hussein getting hung.
Again, I didn't watch it.
So I saw those, right? And even though I know these people were like inhumane and they're like scum of the earth, like flat dead, even then I was just like, ooh. I was like, I get it. I know, like, I was like, in my brain was like, yeah, they deserve it, but it's also like, it's the thought of like, that's a person. Like, you're watching something like that happening. It's very different. Very like it's a, yeah, a lot. It's very discomforting.
No. I think that's the disconnect from both sides, that Richard can make the disconnection and just see the raw pleasure in it, or what, or not pleasure, but the raw.
Just making him sound like a fucking cynical,
cynical, crazy person. No, I think not pleasure. Just the raw positive of it, I guess. Like, just if there's a positive outcome to it, he sees the positive.
Yeah,
he doesn't see the negative. I'm the same as Steve. I think seeing it still interesting. I remember when I think they even made the announcement, like the whole "we got him" thing, and I remember being in school and everyone cheering, and people were having parades. I was like, that's a little much.
Yeah, I mean, he
did a really fucked up shit, but I think parading around, because it is someone that died, not to be like that's someone's kid. I think it's just the overall like loss of life. I just don't agree with the loss of life in general, but
I get it. I know exactly what you mean.
I think it's because it didn't directly affect me. So hence the reason why I'm pretty sure someone that was directly affected by any of those attacks or anything like that,
one of his wives, was like
super ecstatic. Like how Rich was describing, like if this one person would have passed, he would be more than happy about it. Right. I think there are people that do feel that way. So I'm saying this with the mindset of I wasn't directly affected by it as far as I know. I mean, maybe economically or whatever it may be, but there wasn't like any immediate like heartfelt connection. So I just see it as someone died, and it's weird that we're kind of throwing parades about it.
Before you say what you're gonna say, Rich, I think like one other thing I do want to add is like, obviously I go deer hunting and like I've done that. Like I've seen, and I think that's the weird part is like,
just say Bambi's asking for it.
I don't feel bad about gutting a deer or like gutting a bunny. Like I don't feel bad about that. But there's people who see that and they're like, oh, this is wrong. This is inhumane.
See,
and to me, it's like, not only is it a sport, but I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna enjoy this. Like it's giving back to me. So it's like,
see, I get that.
Literally like that, yeah.
Like, oh, dope.
Just skinning it.
Steve got it.
I'm more tolerant as far as like killing wise or like hunting or anything like that. I can't stand. I don't like it. My bad. Sorry. I don't like the hunting.
It's fun
because what's it called for me? It's like
interesting.
It's like, especially depending on the animal, like a deer. Okay, I get it. Circle of life type of thing. If you're gonna eat it, great. If you're just killing for sport, that's kind of shitty to me.
Yeah.
There's this fucking video or some shit of like some guy in, I think it was like Minnesota or something, that like not kidnapped, but like wounded a wolf and then captured it, like taped its mouth, took it back to a bar, and then everybody just took turns beating it. Like that kind of shit to me is
What,
like
in the Facebook post
that pissed me off. I don't know, but everybody was like in agreement. So like, bro, like that was fucked up. But then there were
kind of
people,
like the cat guy,
right? But then there were people defending it, saying like, "Oh, well, you don't come from the countryside or whatever, where wolves can kill you," type of shit, or blah blah blah. And I was like, "See, but the difference is they're not killing you because they hate you. They're killing you because they're trying to survive.
It's in their nature.
Yeah, that's different."
But there's also a big difference between killing it right then and there because of survival, and then taking it back and having your friends and like that's just very inhumane. Yeah,
that's crazy.
So
yeah.
That's why
it's borderline serial killer.
Fuck, I had another point and I can't remember it anymore. What were we like?
Fucking
You
and people?
No,
You're disconnect.
Oh, well, like the whole the Osama and Hussein and all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I don't know about parading either, but at the same time, I would just be like, oh, good, fuck him.
Right.
Yeah, of course.
And as far as like seeing the video, I haven't seen them, but if I ever did watch them, I would just be like, oh,
bro, they're gruesome.
But I'd be like, good. Fuck him.
Oh, fuck
him. I don't care. Like for me, it's ratio. It's like this
bro
man.
Ratio.
Bro got L ratio for sure.
This man was responsible for. I'm talking specifically about thousands of lives being lost unnecessarily.
Mm-hmm.
Versus
innocence.
It's like that, and then versus the one life that he has, it's like, yeah,
of course,
get rid of him. It's the least we can do, I think. But
and we also went broke hunting him, so I get it.
True that.
I don't care.
You should, because we're the ones suffering from that.
No.
Inflation.
He said, "Build more rockets or feed my country."
But here's my thing: it's like we either hunt him down. Yes, we might suffer a little bit as far as money wise, or wait for him to commit other atrocities.
Yeah, Bush got a fucking shoe thrown at him for that.
I don't know. Bush was.
And he said, "Yeet."
Bush was a moron in general, but
he was.
That's neither here nor there. Yeah, I don't know. In my opinion, if you're a piece of shit, you deserve to die. But like,
that's an interesting question, though.
But like, up there piece of shit, not just like you don't return your cart type of shit. I don't know.
It's like nobody's gonna feel bad if they recreated Hitler just to kill him. Like,
huh?
Like nobody would feel bad about that. Like if Hitler was reincarnated
for sure.
If like he was reincarnated and they said, "Nah, take him out."
Yeah.
I can't wait for the future for some crazy person that just absolutely hates you, and then clips this and then says it to like your coworker, your boss, and then you have to call us in as character witnesses to be like, yeah, this is taken out of context. That's not.
He wants to recreate Hitler.
He doesn't believe that Hitler should be reborn. No. False.
You know how they say that like when you die you're reborn? It's like I saw a comment of people saying like, well, isn't he reborn then? I was like, nah, brother, he's in hell.
No, he was reborn. You know, it'd be really fucked up if it is really random and Hitler is reborn as like some hot ass bitch. Just
like a hot model.
Bitch. Yeah, I mean, but you know what? You can't
like one of the Untouchables.
You can't. Can you still be mad at him? He's a different person.
Yeah,
depends. She got good.
But he doesn't remember anything.
Because then that changes everything.
It's a whole different body. It's a whole different person.
No. That's a good question. But you're right, though.
Hate the soul. Still, I don't know.
Is he thick now?
Yes, I think, okay. Rachel's criteria. If she's thick, we forgive. If she's not, we remember.
Always remember.
Never forget. Thank you guys for watching the
podcast. Oh my, this is slowly going. Oh my god! You know what? I'm good. I was gonna say another joke. I was like, this is going slowly, just like to the other tower.
Oh my god!
Okay. And with that being said, let's get to our fucking music before we completely cancel ourselves out.
We're dead.
Do you guys have anything that you've been listening to or are obsessed with besides Lee trying to be obsessed with putting whatever he's putting on in his thing?
I just want to see if it'll work. The sticker. Yeah, it's bullshit. I wanted to see because she's
is that your Bochi sticker?
She's lying down on it, and it's kind of funny because the sticker that I have on it, it's a flower or not flower, butterfly, and it says New Jeans. Oh, so it's kind of cute. Like if she would be under it, and it's
that is cute. Why don't you just cut a little bit of the bottom part so it like grabs onto it, right?
I kind of might do that. Just the hair a little bit because that's what's sticking out and kind of making it a little harder. But music wise, I think no, I did listen to Charlie XCX's new album Brat. It's cool.
Wow.
I like it.
She has an album?
It's a whole new album. It's with the songs or singles 360, Club Classics, and Von Dutch.
She's
hot. You guys heard them? It's good. It's a cool like Charlie XCX pop music album. It's if you know what I mean by she has that signature Charlie XCX sound in the album, you'll know you that's the album. It is what it is. Some people don't like it, some people do. I think it's a great dance pop, hyper pop album. I think it's dope. I think it's really good. I listened to it today. Super, super awesome. I like it. I like it all. I think the song that I like the most, I can't really remember, honestly. They're all kind of just raw bangers, but Talk was actually really good. I like Talk. And then the last one is 365. It's basically a remix of the first song.
Sorry.
Yes. It's basically a remix of the first song 360, but like just hyper switch editing. I don't know. It's cool. It's a cool song. It's just a cool album. So check it out. Brat by Charlie XCX. And I've been listening to Hit Me Hard and Soft by Billie Eilish a little bit more. It's growing on me more and more. I do like the slower songs. Just hearing them separately. Hearing it all in one go on an album, I don't think is the move personally, for me at least. But listening to them separately in different moments of time, I do like them. There are good songs. I think that's it for recommendations. I'm trying to think if there's any shows or anything. No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
I don't think I have any fuck yous. Did I say one earlier?
No. Oh, to the future people who are gonna probably hate us and try to cancel us.
Yeah, fuck you to our future haters. You hate us because you ain't us.
Nah, you can hate that guy for sure.
Anus.
You hate us because you anus.
Ew.
Hell yeah. Okay, keep going, please. Somebody else. Yeah, no, I got nothing. Final regards. Bye.
Cool. Okay. Dope.
Can't think of anything.
I'll go, I guess. I have one song. It's called Sea Gets Hotter. As in sea, like ocean. By Duran Jones and the Indications. This is a chill.
Duran.
This is a chill song. It's kind of like bossa nova-y. Just very like coffee shop type of vibe.
I feel that.
I don't know. I just like it. It's very chill. It's very good to listen to around the house.
It gives me that one feel like when you know how you watch The Incredibles.
Yeah.
That scene where like
I kind of feel like loungy
in the lounge,
like
going under the waterfall and shit like that.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
walking in. Yeah.
That little intro was that for me. It's good though. I like this.
It's good.
But yeah, and then final remarks. Don't be a piece of shit. Let people do them. If you're truly sorry for anything that you possibly did in the in the past, actions speak louder than words. So
true.
Good on you for trying to change if you are. And
double down on that one. That's a good final regard. And
that's it. Yeah. Oh, happy Pride, I guess. One more time. Yeah.
Happy Pride.
I know he likes to forget.
Existing is celebration.
I'll start with my final remarks. Short and sweet. Just be kind to people. Don't be a piece of shit. How we mentioned this entire podcast. it sucks. There's a lot of tragedy and there's a lot of hate and a lot of anger out there. But remember that people are people, and some people just be kind to them. Not everybody deserves to be treated like shit. You don't know what people are going through, whether it's emotionally, financially, or just overall built stress that they've carried their whole lives. You got to be nice. And for song, so
it's easier to hate and tougher to love, but put in that hard work and it's worth it.
Hey, bro, life is tiring. Take the easy route. Hate everyone.
They elevated.
Anyways, the song that I was gonna recommend, I have to listen to it every time I see the end credits of it. It's probably like one of like the nerdiest shits I like doing, but I love opening and end credits of animes. It's called Twinkling Ash by Regal Lily. It's actually the end credit song currently for Delicious Dungeon. And
Regal Lily?
Regal Lily.
That's in Japanese, brother.
Oh.
Yeah, but it's called Twinkling Ash.
Twinkling Ash. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
Twinkling Ash.
But this song is just like, it's just, I enjoy it. Anytime I see the ending of that show, which is a great fucking anime, we've mentioned it plenty of times now. That song is just, I enjoy it a lot.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. This is good. It's good. You'd like it. It's a great anime.
What is it again? Sorry.
Delicious
Dungeon?
Oh, okay.
Delicious Dungeon, yeah. We should watch that.
Is it like Food
That's
Wars?
so good.
No, so
no,
that's what
way
that's what a lot of people thought it was gonna be.
So much better.
They thought it was gonna be that, and then the route it's at right now is it's fucking great, dude.
It's so good. I
It's
wasn't
so
expecting it to be so
good.
good. I thought it was gonna be so fucking stupid. I don't know. Sometimes animes on Netflix, they just don't hit. They're just very like, I don't know. Sometimes the sleeper hits and sometimes they're misses. I don't really feel like they're ever like solid. This one's solid time.
Yeah.
Solid time from beginning.
And it's a good
to where
time
it's at
from every
now.
episode. Yeah,
Yeah, it's so good.
that's me.
That's me.
That's me actually right now when I was coughing.
Ew.
Yeah, just out of it.
She looks like she's going through like nicotine withdrawal.
I wish this was me.
I wish I was the ice cream.
Oh my god, me too. On both sides.
Happy Pride.
Bye guys, love you. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share.
And ring the bell.
Ring the bell.
Rate us on Spotify.
Yeah, comment. Rate us on Spotify. Comment on what you guys would like for us to hear.
Comment
Obviously,
who
there's a lot of.
who you would like to die.
Comment who
Don't
your
comment that
death
because I will
wish is.
report you.
Comment who you would write in a death note. Just tie
What
up
if
the
someone
anime
says,
and the,
"My
yeah.
mom"?
I mean that okay.
We just got to
That's-
report to the FBI.
thank you for the reply.
I'm sorry.
You know what? Thank you for the comment.
Yeah.
We appreciate your engagement.
Have fun
Still
for
being
60
reported.
years in jail.
Hopefully you watch us.
Tell your cellmates about it.
It's just
Oh
him,
my
in the
God.
fucking, him in the fucking
Wait.
cell telling his cellmates like, these are the fuckers that got me in trouble.
How do we advertise to people in jail? What if like a jail
got
ends up
you.
liking us, dude?
I don't
Do we like at a jail on Twitter or something like that?
A correctional facility?
Oh yeah,
Bro,
Yeah,
if you
yeah,
start
yeah.
getting letters from
Is that a
inmates,
thing?
that's on you.
Oh, that'd be cool, dude. That could be a segment of the
No, they're
podcast.
not
Oh,
gonna say
that'd be
nice
pretty
things
dope.
to you, bro. They're not gonna say nice things to you at all.
Oh, I'm cute.
And be like, I wish you were in the cell with me.
Oh, thanks. Thanks,
Getting
Dagger
plowed by
Tooth.
all of us.
Just trying to think of like I don't know why I went with that one. I don't know why I went
They'd
with
be
like
like, hold my
Hawaiian
pocket, hold my
gangster.
pocket.
Oh my god. Can we cut?
All right.
Please.
Bye guys, peace.
Okay, Daddy. Oh, Jesus, sorry.
Ew.
True. All right. And they were gay. And they were roommates.